Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Welcome to Wednesday at the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. Hello, everybody. Spillage here, standing in for my buddy Bordy McBoard, and we have a great showcase of competition for you tonight. All right, we are here for week 6 of Rocket League, and we have 2 versus 2 matchups today, starting with the first match, and it is a matchup between rivals between Javier and Ghost versus Ahmed A and Code Eclipse. Now, these two have their history together in the past couple of weeks, with Ahmed A and Code Eclipse coming up short in the consecutive weeks. Well, you know the old saying goes, if the first you don't succeed, try and try again. Will Ahmed A and Cody Eclipse succeed tonight? We will find out soon enough. But first things first, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Gillette, and Rocket League partners, Pharaoh's Conclave and DoorDash. Now, each week, we play 5 games for $30,000 in scholarships. Students from HBCUs get a chance to win scholarships with every victory. And over the past couple of weeks, it's been a lot of victories going around, especially with the undefeated team, Killer Cam and Omi, and also Javier and Ghost. But hey, we still have plenty of weeks left to come on what's left for Rocket League. So, hey, sit back, relax, and enjoy this incredible matchup right here tonight on the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and go to the commercials, and we're gonna get started.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it.
You can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair with first stroke. First shave, I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps with ordinary razors. But now, there's Gillette Skin Guard. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's close, but not too close for comfort.
And we're back. Thank you very much for joining in. If this is your first time joining in, hey, welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Yard HBCU Esports on Twitch and also on YouTube as well. All right, so to get started, we're going to take a look at the leader overall Rocket League standings right now. And just like that, number 1, Omi, for representing Morehouse College, with leading the board with $300. Well done. And Killer Cam as well. Both players are 6 wins, 1 losses, both earning $300 so far, leading the board. Also, Javier and Ghost representing Houston Tullison for $250. Gooberstrube and Jace Baum representing Morehouse College and Houston Tillotson with $150 each. Ahmed A. and Cody Clips with a victory for $75. So we still have plenty, and I do mean plenty of weeks ahead for more of the players earning more money. And now we go with week 6 Gillette Scholarship Leaderboard. And number 1, Dev the Dude. And I mean, he is just dominating on Madden, NBA 2K, PGA 2K, and NASCAR with a whopping $1,150. Well done. Follow up with Z Buckets, dominating Madden and PGA 2K with $800. And then third place, that guy DJ for playing that Madden for $750. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there are money to be made, and let me tell you, you can join in. You can join in on their website, which is www.hbcuesports.com. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we got ourselves a good match. The rematch of Javier and Ghost versus Ahmed A. and Cody Clips. The Redemption Tour starts right now. Here we go. All right, first kickoff of tonight's match. Here we go. 2 versus 2 action is underway. And right now, we have Javier controlling the ball, making his first move, going for the aerial attack, and it was denied by Ahmed A. All right, here comes Cody Clips with the control of the ball, and rejected by Ghost. All right, and here comes Trackstar. All right, here comes Trackstar, and right now, they're doing a few rotations left and right. All right, have control of the ball. Will you score first? Oh! Almost came up short. Oh! It came up short again, a little high up. But guess what? Here comes Purple Zetsu and Cody Clips. Purple Zetsu, also known as Ahmed A. And let me also state that Trackstar is also known as Ghost as well. All right, a lot of ping-ponging going on. They're fighting for the ball. They're fighting for control of the ball. Oh, and just like that, Ghost just snuck up on him and just knocked the ball on the other side of the field. Here comes Javier with a few aerial control. Oh, nice demolition wow. And man, when I talk about Javier got demolished, he got demolished. That's one way to stop momentum. Great job by the Cody Clips or Ahmed A. All right, here we go. All right, Javier controlling the ball. Oh, spoke too soon because here comes Ahmed A. And he's about to try to score, put 1 point on the board. Oh, but here comes Javier again with the control of the ball. Oh, bounced off the background. Can he stop? No. Nice guard of the box. Both teams are guarding the box. Oh, but came up short. And just like that, the first point goes to Team Javier and Ghost. What a great attack by Ghost. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second kickoff. Here we go. We got less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time to tie this game up. So Ahmed A and Cody Clips must, oh my goodness, really? Just like that. Javier didn't waste any time scoring and put the second point on the board against Ahmed A and Cody Clips. Ahmed A and Cody Clips saw what was going on and it was too late. Third kickoff coming up. Here we go. All right, started off with a little pinch there, but looks like Cody Clips had the ball for a second, but now he's guarding the box, which is a wise strategy. But however, they are down by 2, so they gotta have some offense in order to have a chance of tying this game up and winning. All right, looks like Ahmed A is trying to make something happen here, but here comes Ghost. Like the name Ghost, just snuck up behind him to gain control of the ball. That's a great defense on the box, but like I said, it needs to be a little bit of offense as well in order to tie this game up, because now we have 2 minutes left on the clock. Oh, nice rejection by Purple Zetsu. Ahmed A is doing a great job in defending the... Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing just a little bit of technical difficulties. We do apologize for that, but here we go. All right, we got about around at least 90 seconds left on the clock. Score is still the same. So now Ahmed A and Cody Clips must play with some urgency in order to stand a chance in this first game. All right, a lot of ping ponging going on between the two competitors, the two teams. All right, Javier is trying to close it, and oh, he didn't. He came up very short, very close. He was about to put the nail in the coffin for this first game, but great defense for Ahmed A and Cody Clips. 1 minute remaining, so now Ahmed A and Cody Clips must score. They have to do it. They have to score in order to stay alive in this first game. And that right there has to be it, the nail of the coffin for the first game. Javier making a statement with the third. Oh, nice setup by Javier to Ghost for the third score of the first game of the match. Here comes the kickoff. Here we go. And that was an even off kickoff. But here comes Javier to gain control of the ball. At this point, he might as well just try to gain as much control of the ball as humanly possible until time runs out to guarantee the first victory of the game. 30 seconds remaining. Looks like Cody Clips is trying his best to avoid the fourth goal. And Cody Clips is slowing up. Oh, what a demolition. 10 seconds left on the clock. Purple Zetsu scored for Ahmed A and Cody Clips. Good job by Ahmed A. Just like that, he was there at the right place at the right time to put the score in. No shutout there for the Ahmed A and Cody Clips. 9 seconds left. Can we have a This Is Rocket League moment? We'll find out soon enough. I've seen some crazy endings. And oh, denied. And just like that, the winner of the first game, Javier and Ghost. All right, great job by Ahmed A to put the score on the board to prevent a shutout in that first game. And I'm telling you, Ahmed A and Cody Clips are getting better and better every single week. And that's one thing I like about them, and that's their determination and their fighting spirit. They played it through from beginning to end and not showing any sign of giving up. So great job for that team as well. And also great job for Javier and Ghost. Javier and Ghost still making statements, just itching for another rematch between Killer Cam and Omi. I'm pretty sure they cannot wait to face them again to make a statement once and for all that they're also the best team in this league. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is game 2 of this matchup. And here we go. Kickoff already started. All right, Javier struggled to, okay, now they're fighting for the ball. Oh man, Javier almost powered through for the first goal of the second game. Now, mind you, everybody, this is best out of 3. So, Ahmed A and Cody Clips must win this one to force a game 3. They did it before. Can they do it again? Oh my goodness. Javier with some aerial dribble, aerial control of the ball. Oh, nice denial by Javier. Great defense by Javier. He's all over the box, making sure that Ahmed A and Cody Clips does not score the first point of the second game. I see a lot of backboard action. All right, and Cody Clips is passing it. Oh, and Javier almost capitalized, but came up short. And here comes Cody Clips, and the goal is wide open. Can he capitalize? Oh, denied by Ghost. And here comes Purple. Oh, and Javier scored for the first point of the second game. Wow, there was a lot of ping-ponging back and forth, but oh man, the ball bounced right back to Javier for the first point. Second kickoff coming up. Here we go. Oh wow, what a pinch right there. Ball sent flying. All right, here comes Ghost and Javier on the attack after the ball, trying to score quick and fast, trying to widen the gap and lower the chances for Ahmed A and Cody Clips to come back. Now Ahmed A and Cody Clips must be aggressive as far as this goes in order to force a game 3. And here comes Ahmed A, and oh man, Javier just out of nowhere just took control away from Ahmed A. And here comes Ghost. There's a lot of relocation, a lot of repositioning. Oh, and I see here that Ghost positioned himself to guard the box, which a teammate should have won a demolition right there. So now, but if it wasn't for that ball heading towards that background, it would have been a nice opportunity to score. And I'm talking about they are fighting left and right, gaining control. Here comes Javier. Oh, and he saw opening just for a quick second, but here comes Ghost trying to regain the ball for his teammate, and now he just passed it down. Oh my God! Oh, nice denial by Ahmed A. I'm talking about Ahmed A. That's one thing I can say about him is that he knows how to defend the box. But I said it last week, and I'm gonna say it one more time. Yes, defense wins championships, but offense wins games. So we gotta have some offense in order to win this game right here. And I'm talking about there's a lot of ping pong action going on. We got about less than 90 seconds left on the clock. And I'm telling you, Killer Cam and Ghost is milking the clock, killing the time, and decreasing the chances for Ahmed A and Cody Clips to force a game 3. And another demolition took place just a second ago. You got 1 minute remaining. Now Ahmed A and Cody Clips must play with a sense of urgency in order to tie this game. Can they do it? Can they tie this game up? Oh, but they got to take that ball control away from Javier, and they did. And oh, my goodness. Oh, that was close. All right, and here comes Javier. Javier is doing whatever he can to make sure that he regain control of the ball. 30 seconds remaining. Time is running out for Ahmed A and Cody Clips. And Javier, once again, regaining control of the ball. And here comes Ghost out of nowhere, trying to finish this game off. We got about 10 seconds left on the clock. Can they force it? Oh! And that should do it for the match. Wow. That's gotta be heartbreaking for Ahmed A and Cody Clips. Wow. And I mean, they fought real hard too. But it's not too late. Anything can happen in 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. The winner of the second game and the first match, once again, is Javier and Ghost. And I'm talking about Ahmed A and Cody Clips really fought hard, but unfortunately, Javier and Ghost overwhelmed them with great defense, with a mixture of defense and offense. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Javier and Ghost just won some money there. And I'm telling you, big congratulations to both Javier and Ghost. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, my face is smooth as a baby's bottom thanks to this right here, Gillette. This is an amazing gift. They even have the Yard Esports Alliance. I hope you can see it right here. There it is. I have facial hair and everything, but thanks to this bad boy right here, it is smooth and looking good for week 6 of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. And speaking of Gillette, we're going to go right ahead and have a nice little commercial for Gillette. Take it away.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor. I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
What's up, guys? My name is John Cotton, and I work and own John Cotton Studios in New York City. As you can see, I love gaming, and you probably do too, but you gotta be groomed when gaming. So I'm here to give you some tips and help you get groomed to game. I need a Gillette Shave Gel 2-in-1 and my HEA Gillette Skin Guard Razor. These two work wonders together. Now just clean your face, rinse with warm water and towel dry. Now we're gonna use that Gillette Fusion 2-in-1 gel, and we're gonna lather up our face with circular motions wherever we decide to shave. Now it's time to grab the Gillette Fusion razor and let's shave. The thing I like about this razor is the ball in the middle, it curves. It rounds your face and is able to give you that sharp edge that I like. It also cuts hair to surface level to prevent razor bumps. Now let's clean your face and rinse with warm water. Let's towel dry. Remote control interception! Now just you are cleaned up, you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when they can't see me, there's Gillette Skin Guard, a razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's closer than a trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right.
All right.
My God.
You good, man?
Good.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Spillage here, and what you just witnessed, besides the leaderboard, was a nice little shaving 101 presented by Gillette. And let me tell you, who wants razor bumps? Nobody. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, and we speak things into existence. It happens. And I just mentioned this matchup between Javier and Ghost and Killer Cam and Omi. And guess what? That's match number 2. Tonight is going down right here, right now. Here we go. This is Rocket League, the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. All right. First kickoff. Here we go. Redemption time. Can Javier and Ghost put another loss to Killer Cam and Omi? Now, fun fact, Killer Cam and Omi never lost to Javier and Ghost, but you know what? There's a first time for everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And Killer Cam, oh! I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. And Ghost snuck on him like a ghost and took away control of the ball from Killer Cam. Now, here comes Ghost. Ghost is trying to make something happen from that backboard, but just like that, oh, another aerial ping-ponging going on between two teams, and here comes Omi. All right, Javier is positioning himself just in case. Oh, and I'm talking about they are fighting over that ball. I'm telling you. Oh, and just like that, Omi just scored for Team Killer Cam and Omi. Oh, and I'm talking about he just showed up at the right place at the right time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second kickoff coming up. Here we go. Oh my goodness, is that what? Are you serious? Killer Cam just scored off of a kickoff. That has never happened before. Wow, I've never seen that happen before. Now that is what I call skills. My goodness. That is crazy. He literally scored off of a kickoff. Wow. So now Javier and Ghost definitely need to showcase some skills to close the gap in this first game of the match. Wow, I still can't get over that. My goodness. Oh, wide open, and just like that, Javier capitalized with a wide open shot and making Omi pay for being late guarding the box. Bam, just like that. Now we got ourselves a match, ladies and gentlemen. Third kickoff coming up. Here we go. I'm sorry, it's a fourth kickoff. I was just excited, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you something, Killer Cam and Omi is making a name for themselves with a third score of the game. The first game. And I mean, that was a beautiful aerial setup by Killer Cam and Omi. And let me tell you something, their teamwork is amazing. All right, here we go with the fifth kickoff of the first game. And now we got Omi controlling the ball. Javier is trying to make something shake. Ghost is trying to make something shake, trying to take the ball possession away from Omi. But my goodness, Omi just managed to just spin around and gaining control, maneuvering around and about just to avoid Javier and Ghost interference. Ball's in the air. Who's gaining control? Looks like Amor is positioning himself, and he is gaining control, and he got it. He got control of the ball. Can he? Oh! Came up short, just a little too high, and that would have really, really widened the gap between those two teams. Now, if I was Javier and Ghost, I would definitely be aggressive on this one. And oh! My goodness, the backboard stopped that from happening. Stopped the score from happening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got less than 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. There's still plenty of time since it is a 2-point game. However, knowing exactly who they're dealing with, if I was Javier and Ghost, I would definitely play with a sense of urgency. Oh! And another oh! Denied by Killer Cam and Omi. My goodness. Both competitors are guarding the box with their lives. They're making sure that Javier and Ghost does not score again. And Killer Cam and Omi scored again. Wow. And I'm talking about Killer Cam and Omi are so aggressive. They are so aggressive. If they don't attack you from one angle, they attack you to another angle. Here comes the sixth kickoff of the first game. This is match number 2, right here on the Yard Esports, HBCU Esports Alliance. All right, and Javier, oh, nice demolition there. And that left somebody wide open. Oh, and look at Omi bullying Javier. That's something you don't normally see every day. If somebody bullying Javier, making sure that he doesn't get any possession of the ball. And here comes Ghost. Oh, and Ghost with the second score. I'm talking about they are working hard out here. They're trying to make this as close of a game as humanly possible, even forcing an overtime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 7th kickoff. Here we go. And I mean, my goodness, they are going at it. Oh, somebody's wide open. Oh, and Omi saved the goal. Prevented that goal by the skin of his teeth. 1 minute remaining. Now Javier and Ghost gotta make it happen. Oh, denied by Javier. Nice defense by Javier. And I'm telling you, they're trying to make sure that they don't get another score in within the last minute. Oh, wow. And I'm talking about you cannot deny Omi from scoring again, no matter how hard you tried. What a statement and a beautiful setup by Killer Cam. Killer Cam with the assist, and here we go. Okay, here we go. And just like that, Omi is taking possession of the ball. Oh, 30 seconds left. Can Killer Cam capitalize? And oh, nice. He slowed up just a little bit just so he can remain in control of the ball. All right, Ghost is trying to make something happen, trying to make something shake. We got about 10 seconds left on the clock. 9, 8, oh! Nice rejection. And this might definitely do it for the first game. The winner, Killer Cam and Omi. My goodness. I'm talking about, I mean, it's like Javier and Ghost work so hard. But Killer Cam and Omi, they have that chemistry, they have that understanding to reposition themselves. They know when to bully, they know when to demolish, and they know when to score. And that is why they're on top of the leaderboard right now. So great job for Killer Cam and Omi, making money every single week, every chance they get. That's what it's all about. It's about competition. Good old-fashioned competition, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so without further ado, let's kick off game 2, shall we, of the second match between Killer Cam and Omi versus Javier and Ghost. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank each and every last one of you for tuning in. I thank you all very much for all the shout outs to the participants, to the schools involved, the HBCU, the historically black colleges and universities for making the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance happen. Thank you all very much. So without further ado, here comes game 2 of match 2. Here we go. First kickoff is underway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like both teams are fighting for possession of the ball. Looks like Killer Cam is waiting for a time to strike, like a python, just waiting for the perfect time to strike. And here comes Omi taking control of the ball, trying to capitalize. Oh, but it was denied by Javier. Oh, nice demolition by Ghost, but regardless of that, Omi put the first score on the board for the second game of match 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, kickoff number 2 coming up. Here we go. All right, and here comes Ghost trying to, and I'm talking about, and my goodness, Omi is trying to score again, trying to put more salt into the wounds of Javier and Ghost. But Javier and Ghost are on Omi, so that's exactly what you gotta do. But at the same time, you gotta know exactly when to go back and guard the box. Because if you don't, your opponent will score every single time. And a great defense by Javier and Ghost. They're working hard out here, trying to take the ball away from Omi, and they did. Here comes Killer Cam, and I see what Killer Cam is doing. They letting Omi do all the ball control, and if necessary, he comes in and take over from there. And oh, wow, nice block. Nice block by Killer Cam. And wow, somebody got demolished bad. All right, here comes Killer Cam. Will he capitalize? No. denied by Javier. And I'm talking about they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, ping-ponging around. I mean, it's all about who's hungrier, who wants that money more, who wants that bragging rights more, who wants that victory more. And it looks like Killer Cam wants it more because he just put another score on the board for Team Killer Cam and Omi. Wow, and he did it at a beautiful angle at that. Wow. So now if you're Javier and Ghost, you gotta ask yourself, what on earth is it going to take in order to put some points on the board or at least take a lead for this game? But it's not too late yet. Javier and Ghost have plenty of time. Oh my goodness! You talk about aggression. Killer Cam and Omi basically forced the ball in. And I'm talking about all four competitors was inside the box trying and fighting and clawing to prevent Killer Cam and Omi from scoring, but they were not successful, unfortunately. All right, fourth kickoff coming up. And here comes Omi. And Killer Cam taking his time, waiting to strike. Oh, nice denial by Javier. Great block by Javier. And here comes Ghost. Ghost is doing his best, trying to get to that box before it's too late. And he got there on time. Now here comes his teammate Javier, trying to make something happen. Oh, but denied by Killer Cam. And I'm talking about Killer Cam and Omi is making it difficult for Javier and Ghost to have possession of the ball long enough to at least have 1 point on the board. And I'm talking about they're doing some serious bullying. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that if it means leading you to victory. Oh, great! Another fantastic block by Javier. And I'm talking about this man is doing his best to guard the box. But I'm telling you, but like I said, it takes two. It takes two to tango, and it also takes two to score in Rocket League. Because you need someone to guard, to have your back in an attempt to score, and you also gotta have someone to avoid the block. You have 1 minute remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Killer Cam and Omi might sweep this. I'm not going to speak too soon. However, Javier and Ghost definitely got to do something quick. And oh my goodness. Wow. I'm talking about adding salt to the wounds of Javier and Ghost. My goodness. Who is going to stop them? Who is actually going to stop that team? I mean, I've seen some great chemistry between those two, and Javier and Ghost is putting up a fight. Javier and Ghost guarding the box, and just like that, Javier is like, nope. It's not going to be a blowout. You're going to earn every score. Good job by Javier putting the first point on the board. Anything can happen in less than 35 seconds. Here we go. Great kickoff by Omi. And here comes Ghost. Can Ghost capitalize? And Omi was right there by the box to make sure that does not happen. Oh my goodness! And Killer Cam scored again. Wow. And I'm telling you, they are just dominating. Just dominating, my goodness. All right, got less than 20 seconds left on the clock. And you know, I do believe in miracles. Can we see one? Oh! And it was a painful wide left by it. Oh my goodness! Oh man. They are sparing no feelings whatsoever. They're here to play. They're here to make money. They're here to make a statement. And they are making a statement right here now that they are the best team in the league. Wow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, oh, ball still alive. Ball still alive. And oh my gosh, a Brazil. Wow. I'm talking about major disrespect. Good grief. And just like that, Killer Cam and Omi making a statement saying, oh yeah, I got a nice word for you. It's called Brazil. Wow. Now I'm talking about, that was an amazing gameplay by the leaderboard leader, Killer Cam and Omi. Making money and making it look sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. Now, Javier and Ghost, they put up a great fight. And if I had the Dikembe Mutombo Award, I would definitely give it to Javier, because this man denied so many. I mean, it could have been a double-digit game, but thanks to the amazing defense of Javier, he did the best he could. He and Ghost both did the best that they could. And, you know, big shout out to them. They played from beginning to end, showing them that, hey, I may be bruised, but I'm not broken. So, hey, Javier and Ghost, hey, my hat's off to you. And so, Killer Cam and Omi, big congratulations for another victory of Week 6 of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this razor right here is no joke. I'm talking about skin guard, no razor bumps whatsoever. It is amazing. Big shout out to Gillette. And speaking of Gillette, we're going to go on a commercial break. And we're going to have a nice little sponsor. We're going to have a nice little message by Gillette. This is the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance.
All the blades I've used, they just don't cut it.
You can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world. Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor, and I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. And what you have witnessed on the last matchup was just pure dominance between the leader of the leaderboard, Killer Cam, and Omi, and they were beating down the leader, the other team, which is Javier and Ghost. All right. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, third round, third match, the last match of the night for Rocket League. It is Killer Cam and Omi versus Ahmed A and Cody Clips. Can Ahmed A and Cody Clips make an amazing statement to the league that they're not the team to sleep on? We're going to find out soon enough, coming up next. And let me tell you something. You don't ever underestimate a team who have a lot to prove. And let me tell you something. Ahmed A and Cody Clips has a lot to prove. They have a lot to prove tonight. If they beat the top team, what would that mean for the league, and what would that mean for them? We're going to find out soon enough. So, big shout out to the partners of Rocket League, which is Pharaoh's Conclave and DoorDash. By the end of this match, we're going to announce the winner of the DoorDash MVP of Week 6. So please stay tuned for that as well. All right. And a big shout out to each and every last one of you. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this amazing matchup between talented HBCU students from all over the country. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. So right now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this third matchup going between Killer Cam and Omi versus Ahmed A and Code Eclipse. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the match is underway. The match will start soon. So, with that said, let's talk about the leaders here, which is Killer Cam, Omi, and the other, and then the other team, which is Javier and Ghost. They're both leading the board with the most money. And the game just started. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right. Now, first kickoff is underway between Killer Cam and Omi and Ahmed A and Code Eclipse. Now we have Killer Cam gaining the ball. All right. A lot of ping-ponging back and forth. A lot of pinching. And looks like, oh, and a nice shot by Killer Cam. Didn't waste any time within the first 30 seconds of the game to score first. So now Ahmed A and Cody Clips have to come up with a strategy to prevent that from happening again. Second kickoff coming up. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, off the backboard, and here comes Omi looking for a setup, but Killer Cam wasn't there to capitalize. It is off the backboard on the other side of the field. Here comes Cody Clips. Made his first attempt to score, but it was denied by Killer Cam. Oh, tried to score again, but it was denied by Ahmed A. And here comes Omi. Oh, nice defense by Code Eclipse. And they are fighting to regain possession. Oh, and came up short a little bit too high. And now here comes Omi once again. All right. Oh, all right. Here we go. Now we have Ahmed A taking possession of the ball. Can he capitalize? No, he cannot. And he left the box wide open and making them pay for the second score of the game. Killer Cam scored again. Left the box wide open, and Killer Cam capitalized and making them pay. All right, Ahmed A and Cody Clips got to come up with something quick, fast, and hurry. Here comes the third kickoff. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Purple Zetsu, also known as Ahmed A, possession himself. Oh, the box is left over. Can he capitalize? And he does. Here comes the first score. Here comes Ahmed A and Cody Clips to close the gap. Great opportunity. Great shot by Ahmed A. Now Ahmed A and Cody Clips are making Killer Cam and Omi pay for leaving the box unprotected. All right, So it is a one point game with about 3 minutes left on the clock. All right, and here comes Cody Clips trying to take away the possession of the ball from Omi. Oh! Wide left, almost close to tie the game up, but came up a little bit too wide on the left. And here comes Killer Cam, and nice setup by Killer Cam. Wow. And I mean, he was waiting patiently for that setup. Great setup by Amore, and unfortunately it bounced off either Ahmed A and Cody Clips to score, in order to score, and that was unfortunate right there. Now it is once again a 2-point game. All right. And then a pinch just happened, and now the ball is on the other side of the field. Now the ball is moving towards, oh, Killer Cam capitalized once again. I mean, just waiting patiently for an opportunity. He didn't even use his boost until the time was right, just like that. Like a python, he waited patiently to strike, and he struck. Ladies and gentlemen, kickoff number 6 is underway. Here we go. All right, so Cody Clips and Ahmed A, they got to do something. They got to do something quick and fast in order to close this gap. They still have time with about 2 minutes left on the clock. And look at Killer Cam. He's repositioning. He's guarding the box, and that is great strategy. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. It wasn't much of that earlier in the game of protection of the box, or protecting the box. But now here comes Omi with the ball possession, and so you gotta keep Omi from possessioning for having ball possession in order if you want to increase your chances of winning. And just like that, Omi scored to contribute that for 5 points of the first game of the third match. Wow. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, Killer Cam and Omi is just dominating right now. Ahmed A and Cody Clips, I would not fall asleep on Ahmed A and Cody Clips. They have the determination and they have the will to win. But can they capitalize? Can they use their will to win to put another loss in the record of Killer Cam and Omi? We're going to find out soon enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes Omi. I know what Killer Cam and Omi is doing, and man, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, they're holding the ball just long enough and then score. And let me tell you something. Killer Cam and Omi are making a statement right now, and now they are closing the door on Ahmed A and Cody Clips for the first game of the third match. All right, and here comes Omi, and Killer Cam didn't need his teammate this time to put a Brazil on the board. Wow. And man, Ahmed A and Cody Clips are doing the best they can. They're doing the best they can. But Killer Cam and Omi are just all over the place. Just all over the place. You got less than 45 seconds left on the clock, and here comes Omi again with 8-1. Wow. And notice that Killer Cam didn't even chase his teammate for this one. He just stayed put. Man, all right, so ladies and gentlemen, Ahmed A, and if I was Ahmed A and Cody Clips, I would go ahead and make a statement right now that, hey, you may be in the league, but we're no punks. We're going to score again. We're going to show you what we're made of. Less than 20 seconds left on the clock. Ahmed A and Cody Clips trying to make something happen. They got about 10 seconds left on the clock. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the first game of the third match. The winner, Killer Cam and Omi, making money match by match by match. And I'm talking about just leading the board of most money being made in Rocket League. I'm telling you, they are definitely a dominant team. Great teamwork by Killer Cam and Omi. And now Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse now got to come up with a new strategy. They got to come up with a new strategy. They got to bully Killer Cam and Omi. They got to bully them. They got to demolish them. They got to be mean. They got to play rough. And they got to be aggressive in order to stand a chance. And ladies and gentlemen, will they do it? Will they do it? Can they force a game 3 like they did 2 weeks ago? And I haven't forgot about that at all. And I was very excited for that. And I was rooting for them. And I'm telling you, Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse, you don't fall asleep on them. I'm telling you, once you do, it's over. So, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 is about to start. And to conclude, will it be a conclusion of the third match, or will there be a forced game 3 courtesy of Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse? Here we go. First kickoff. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Killer Cam. Killer Cam is taking possession of the ball. And here comes his teammate, Omi. Will he capitalize? And, oh, so close. So close. Wow. So close. But no cigar. All right, so here comes Purple Zetsu, also known as Ahmed A. Oh, ping-ponging back and forth. Oh, the box is left wide open, and they just got punished by Omi, also known as Amor. Wow, and let me tell you something. Every time you leave that box open, you better believe Killer Cam and Omi is going to capitalize on that every single time. And oh my goodness, almost a deja vu. Courtesy of Killer Cam. I thought he was going to score again off that second kickoff. But wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you seeing some back and forth action between two teams. Here comes Cold Eclipse. Ready to go, but the ball bounce did not play in his favor. But he is, oh my goodness. Oh, that was lucky right there. He was lucky enough that the ball was too high. But, oh, Purple Zetsu, oh, I saw an opening right now, and I thought Purple Zetsu was going to capitalize, but no. And here comes Killer Cam. Oh, he missed with a wide right. All right, here comes Ahmed A. Ahmed A is doing his best. He's fighting hard. They're fighting hard. They're following the advice. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta be mean. You gotta be dominant. You gotta bully them. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep them from scoring again. And so far, it is a 1-point game with a little over 3 minutes left on the clock. Purple Zetsu trying to capitalize on the backboard, trying to have it set up, but all was denied by Killer Cam. And here comes Killer Cam off the backboard, and then Purple Zetsu, also known as Ahmed A, off the backboard. And I'm telling you, they're going back and forth. Oh, and here comes Cold Eclipse. Can't capitalize, and oh, and denied by Omi. Wow. And I'm talking about they are guarding the box with their lives. Both Killer Cam and Omi are both at the box, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, because once they gain possession, that means that Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse box is wide open for them to score. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta know when to reposition yourself towards the box in order to prevent your opponent from scoring. Here comes Killer Cam. Oh, nice defense by Ahmed A and Cody Clips. And here come Purple Zetsu and capitalize. And now it's a tie game with 2 minutes left on the clock. Great job. And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When everybody is at one place, that only means one thing, that somebody's box is open, and that means that somebody is open for scoring. And here comes the second kickoff. And it's been a while since the last kickoff, so great defense between two teams, but it looks like Ahmed A and Cody Clips want it more, and they've been wanting it more for weeks now. They want to make a statement. They want to be the one to put another loss in the record. Oh my goodness! Wow, you talk about ball control. And I mean, Killer Cam was smooth with it. Oh my goodness, what a score by Killer Cam and On Me, regaining the lead. Here we go with the fourth kickoff. Here we go. Oh, and it's even. Oh, he's making a play. Oh, man, that would have been an amazing shot, but Omi was right there to block that shot. Great block by Omi. My goodness. And let me tell you something. Omi has been on a roll lately. And I do mean lately. When it comes to assists, when it comes to setups. Well, Killer Cam was doing all the setups for Omi. However, Omi is really, I'm talking about really helping out, showing all kinds of teamwork to contribute their victory. 1 minute left. Now, Ahmed and Cody Clips definitely got to play with urgency now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Killer Cam. Oh, oh, man. Oh, Camp. Oh, man. I'm talking about back and forth ping ponging. Killer Cam and Omi is making sure that there is no overtime, that there is no game three. And look at Killer Cam. He's positioned the ball. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That is amazing ball control. Did you see that? Wow. Killer Cam. Wow. That's some MVP stuff right there. And let me tell you, he didn't hesitate. He didn't use all his turbo. He just did just enough. And my goodness, Killer Cam is basically just closing this match out and ensuring another victory. But my goodness, the skills that Killer Cam just displayed within the last two points ago, I mean, my goodness, it is amazing. And Ahmed A and Cody Clips, keep fighting, keep on going, don't quit, don't give up now. I know they're behind by 3 points, but let me tell you something. That team shows a lot of determination. Oh man, that was a heartbreaking. Oh, and denied again. Wow. Oh man. And look at Killer Cam trying to make a statement. And did he? Oh, the ball landed right in front of the goal. And it could have been 5. It could have been point number 5, but it wasn't. Wow. Wow, just wow. I'm just speechless right now. I mean, Killer Cam and Omi just showcasing their skills week after week after week. And the way Killer Cam just made his opponents just miss and missed the opportunity to block, and he just, in the second that they were out of range, he just simply moved the ball to the goal. And let me tell you something, Killer Cam and Omi, they are definitely a team. They are definitely a beast when it comes to Rocket League. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, the winner, Killer Cam and Omi, making money match after match after match, game after game. Congratulations to Killer Cam and Omi. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am filling in for. I'm also so big shout out to Board McBoard. Big shout out to Pharaoh's Conclave. Big shout out to the crew of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. And once again, A big shout out to each and every last one of you. So coming up next, it is the recap. But first, we're gonna go with the commercial presented by Gillette.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it.
Can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. Watch Gillette change your world.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor. I just do some nice strokes. You look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. Wow, what a night of Rocket League. And let me tell you something, it was amazing. 3 matches. Now, normally, Board McBoard will bring in the cheese and put the cheese in our head just to indicate that it was a dominant match. But this time, I'm bringing in the broom and the dustpan because, ladies and gentlemen, it was sweep after sweep after sweep, back to back to back in these 3 matches. And they're starting with the first match. And let me tell you something, starting with the first match between Ahmed A, Cody Clips, Killer Cam, and Omi. And let me tell you something. Killer Cam and Omi was just straight dominating. I mean, straight up dominating in the last two matches. And Javier and Ghost kicked off the first match with a sweep against Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse. And I'm talking about score after score after score, great back and forth. But Javier and Ghost, unfortunately, has overwhelmed Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse to win the first match. But man, let me tell you, it was just a spectacular effort from Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse. Second match, Javier and Ghost versus Killer Cam and Omi, the rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, the rematch from 2 weeks ago. And let me tell you something, Killer Cam and Omi did not miss a beat at all. I'm talking about scoring back and forth, not giving Javier and Ghost any chances whatsoever to make a comeback. And I mean, they were just scoring time after time after time again, setup after setup, aerial attacks after aerial attacks. And I'm talking about demolition after demolition. I'm talking about Killer Cam and Omi was just bullying Javier and Ghost to take in the victory of the match for the second match of the night. And again, a big shout out to Javier and Ghost for their amazing efforts in putting up a fight against Killer Cam and Omi. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the third match. The third match was also just as dominant when we have Killer Cam and Omi versus Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse, which we will soon see later on. But now, as far as the second game is concerned, my goodness, I mean, Killer Cam was just making a statement, scoring time after time after time again, just straight up dominating, just making a statement that they are the best team in the esports league of Rocket League. Killer Cam and Omi versus Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse. Third match. Notice anything different? Absolutely not. Killer Cam and Omi was just absolutely just showcasing their skills. Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse was making a great effort to keep the game alive. However, Cold Eclipse and Ahmed A was just overwhelmed by the skills of Killer Cam and Omi. And seeing what you've noticed when you watch this is the communication between Killer Cam and Omi, how they know exactly when to position themselves as far as guarding the box is concerned, knowing exactly when to back off and let your teammate handle it from there while you guard the box in the back. And I mean, Killer Cam was just showcasing his skills. I'm talking about slowing up, speeding up, and knowing exactly when to strike and score. And I'm talking about week after week after week, Killer Cam and Omi are just straight up dominating their opponents week after week, making money every victory. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about winning. It's all about making that money. It's all about making that bread and cheddar. And Killer Cam and Omi were just dominant tonight. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor for yours truly, Spillage, to announce the MVP, the MVP of of this week, week 6, the DoorDash MVP. It is none other than Killer Cam. Congratulations to Killer Cam. Killer Cam is the MVP of week 6. Fantastic job by Killer Cam. And ladies and gentlemen, now, if you're leaving, where you going? Because coming up next, we got ourselves some good NASCAR action coming up. So don't go away, as yours truly, Spillage, will join up with an amazing crew of NASCAR Heat 5. So with that said, let me give out a good shout out to to all the HBCUs all over the country and the students out there participating in this amazing esports alliance. Big shout out to Pharaoh's Conclave, Atlanta Gamer Life. Big shout out to Board Being Board as well, and big shout out to Gillette, and big shout out to each and every last one of you. And so, with that said, I'm going to give a closing statement, and I'm going to close this Rocket League, this segment, with an amazing quote by a legend. And it says this: you have to have humility. You have to be able to humble yourself and know what you got and know where it came from. And that was the words of the late great Earl DMX Simmons. Rest in peace, Darkman X. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Spillage, and stay tuned for another exciting segment called NASCAR Heat 5. This is the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps with ordinary razors. But now, there's Gillette Skin Guard. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's close, but not too close for comfort.
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday night, you know what that means. Welcome to week 2 of NASCAR Heat 5 on the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. And today we have drivers from HBCUs driving for a piece of $30,000 in scholarships. The top finisher will win $250 in scholarship money, and the top 10 all win scholarships. I'm filling in with my buddy Boyd McBoard, and I have NASCAR partner here, Front Row Kenny. Front Row Kenny, take it away.
Man, what's going on? I hope everyone is doing well. We had a great time last week. It was fun, but this week we got 2 extra people here. I just want to go ahead and introduce Nicholas Sanchez, who is a driver in the Arca Menard Series, and as well as Raja Karuth, who is in the Arca Menard Series East, also representing us as well. How you fellas doing?
I'm good. What about y'all?
Great.
Doing
Great to
good,
be
man.
here.
I'm doing good. I am ready for some NASCAR heat. You guys ready for some NASCAR heat?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
And so we can take a look at the leaderboards from last week. Last week's race at Martinsville was a pretty crazy one. Dev the Dude earned an easy $250 last week. I don't know what was going on with the real MVP. Unfortunately, he just didn't make it happen last week at Martinsville. Dev the Dude was a lap down, and he ended up coming back to take home his first win in esports NASCAR, representing Bowie State University. So that was a huge win for him, and last week was just on point for him. And it seems like if he comes into this week, gets himself another win, that's another easy $250 right there for him.
Yep, absolutely. And for week 6 of Gillette's scholarship leaderboard, the overall, Dev the Dude, 12-16, just dominating all the way around, playing Madden and NBA 2K, PGA 2K, and NASCAR, earning an amazing $1,150. And then the runner-up is Z Buckets, playing Madden and 2K as well. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. And coming up next, before we get started of amazing NASCAR action, we're going to take a nice little commercial break and a nice message from Gillette. Stay with us.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These 2 are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opened up the pores. Then I come with my razor. I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it.
You can't get a much cleaner shave than with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. For speed, because speed is exactly what you're going to get. Because coming up next, we have ourselves an exciting race for NASCAR Heat 5, presented by the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. And the racers, the players who are participating for this race is none other than the number one guy, Dev the Dude, representing Bowie State University, following up with that guy DJ from Coughlin University, Kookud123 of Bowie State University, JMX 2467 from Coughlin State, Killer King representing Morehouse College, Black Bunny representing Coppin State, and Radio Raheem 55 also representing Coppin State. So you about to see some amazing action tonight, isn't that right, Kenny?
Yeah, man, Richmond is what they call the excitement track. It's one of the fastest and one of the best short tracks on the NASCAR circuit, no doubt. So I think a lot of these guys are fresh from last week. Dev the Dude last week had a great weekend in Martinsville as we continue the trend to be in Virginia. I think Dev, maybe he might have that on his side, but he was super patient last weekend. Like I said, went down a couple laps, had quite a bit of trouble, and he made it work. And, you know, Nick and Raja, I got to ask you guys automatically, have you guys ever been in that lap down situation, and what is some of the advice you could give any of these esports drivers tonight?
When you're a lap down, because you have a long race ahead and you can always get it back.
Yeah, definitely to echo that. Especially when you get caught a lap down at a place like Richmond. I mean, the biggest thing is to not compound mistakes. So that's just trying to get the track position back any way you can, whether it's through strategy or just passing the leader back straight up. I mean, you just got to manage the situation and not, go 2 laps down, and at that point your race is over.
Yeah, that was definitely kind of the case last week. I got to ask you guys as well, how do you also change your strategy up as cautions go along? Because last week we had quite a few cautions, quite a few changes. And like I said, Dev was in that situation where those cautions actually ended up benefiting him, and he was able to come back and get his first win of the series.
It just all depends your position, your tires, tire wear throughout the race. That's something the driver will understand. And if you get a late race caution, it might not be in your benefit to pit, but it also might be in your benefit to pit. So that's kind of an in-the-moment decision the driver can make, but it could make or break your race.
Definitely. With how Richmond is. Oh, my fault, Kenny.
Oh no, go ahead.
But
you're the expert, man. Remember that.
I would say, yeah. Especially with how that place is on tires. It's a big gamble. I mean, it's also a variant of how many laps you have left. You can get 2 or 4 tires and have better 50-lap fresher tires, but if you've got 2 laps to go, I mean, how much can you really do if you're in the back because you took tires? So it's good, interesting, I guess, thing to balance. And if you do it right, you'll end up winning. So it's fun to watch.
That indeed. Spillage, are you ready to go, man? Because I think this one's going to be pretty exciting. I think you missed a pretty crazy one last week. So let's go. Let's do this, man.
I am ready. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor, and I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it.
You can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
All right, and we are back. Thank you all very much for your patience. And Spillage here with me is front row Kenny and Raja and Nikki Bobby. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some good racing?
Yes, sir. Can we get a yes, sir? I think we're ready for some racing in Richmond, baby. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's get to the action. Got ourselves a little delay here, but that's all right. That's all right. So, Raja, Nikki Bobby, how's it going?
Going good today. And yourself?
I'm doing great. No complaints here. Here we go. We're about to spectate some good racing right now. So, tell me, Raja.
Yeah, this
from
one
my
should be a fun
understanding,
one.
Yes, absolutely. And so, from my understanding, Raja, you attend the school of HBCU school called Winston-Salem State, correct? All right. So tell me your experience at a historically black college and university, such as Winston-Salem State. How do you like the school?
My fault. My experience at Winston-Salem State has been great, man. I love the people there, the environment. I don't go up there extremely often. I don't live on campus, but my interactions in class and with some of my classmates and faculty and stuff have been really good. I love being a Ram so far.
Shout out to the Rams.
Awesome. Big shout out to the Rams. Big shout out. You know what, kid? I'm glad you mentioned that because I was just about to ask you. So ever since attending Winston-Salem State, have you been getting that good old Winston-Salem State spirit?
I would say so. Minus obviously not being on campus, but still getting the Walmart brand version of it. I mean, it's been pretty chill, I would say.
Okay. So have you ever attend any pep rallies, any football games, any experience of homecoming? No.
Oh man.
Not yet. But there's some festivals at the end of the month. Man, but there's some festivals at the end of the month. Ram Fest, I think, that I'm gonna try to go to. Some things. And my semester ends around then too, so that'll be good. So I'm gonna try to do that. Like I said, it's a little hard to be in touch with stuff happening up there just because I don't live up there and I am a full-time student, but also I'm a full-time driver, so it's kind of hard sometimes, but it's still cool though.
Right. Okay. Awesome. And I think it's amazing that you're actually a driver. So tell me, what really kickstarted your love for driving?
At first, it was Lightning McQueen, then it just evolved with time, and it just got better it went from an interest to a passion, and that passion went to an obsession, and the rest is really history. So it's that.
So when you first go ahead, Kitty.
Oh, I was gonna say that's awesome that you go to Winston-Salem State first off and foremost, because my brother goes to Winston-Salem State currently, and I just want to say, man, I know you haven't had a chance to experience any of the homecoming or any of the festivities yet, but man, it ain't nothing like it. You know, Spillage went to Alabama State, so by default, I can't give him too many props because right down the road, 45 minutes away is Tuskegee. Ain't nothing like that homecoming. And I've heard that there's nothing like a homecoming at Winston-Salem. My parents fortunately got to go to one with my brother 1 year. So ain't nothing like that, man. I really do hope you get a chance to experience that soon, man, because ain't nothing like it.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Absolutely. From
Yeah, man, that
from the
homecoming
step
life
shows
is.
to the football games to the battle of the bands, it's just nothing like it in HBCUs.
Man, I'm telling you, that HBCU life, I promise you, I spent those 4 years. I went to every single homecoming at Tuskegee. I missed it so much. But, of course, we're talking a lot of college and a lot of what's been going on. So, Nick, you're also a young star in the Arcus Menard series as well. How did you get your start into racing? You know, that's not a very common thing for some folks because it's, you know, a tough field to get into from the start. But how did you get your start?
Growing up in Miami, I think the closest short track was probably like 7 hours away. So there was nothing really in the local area that really got me into it. But the fact that my dad growing up, he always had me riding around ATVs and buggies around the house. And he was big into classic cars. So I remember my early days, riding around in fast cars always. And I just had a love for speed ever since a young age. But I got into kart racing at the age of 12 after playing tackle football for 5 years, and I was kind of told my parents, I just want to race. And being in Miami, there's no obviously NASCAR racing; it's just karting and Formula car stuff, you could say. So I started kart racing in Miami, right outside of Homestead Miami Speedway, and then moved up the ranks. Eventually, found Rev Racing and started with them in Legend Cars, and progressed through the ranks into ARCA.
Man,
Wow.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I wish, at times, I wish I had started a racing career that way. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's awesome to see both of you guys being super young drivers, getting your starts early. Making a name for yourself, and I guess that'll pose the question for both of you. If if there's anybody out there that's watching that's young and wants to race, what would you both tell them? Some of the advice that you've or anything that you've learned so far in your early careries?
I'd say,
No, you go first.
all right. So, I would have to say the biggest thing is staying committed. It's not going to be easy whatsoever. You just got to stay committed. If you really want to race, you want to make a life out of it, you've got to do everything that you can to be a part of it. So, that really goes from looking at people like me and how I got to where I'm at now, looking at guys that are cup racing right now or that will be cup racing at some point, and seeing the path they took and seeing what's available to you and making a plan and acting upon it and using social media to your advantage. And that's really all the advice I can give. It's just, I'm very extremely fortunate to be kind of on the trajectory I am at now. I don't know, Nick. It's hard just because, it's not like you can just, play AAU basketball, then play in high school, play in college, and so on. It's a lot different than hooping or playing football or soccer.
Exactly. Like racing is the most unique sport because you just can't pick up a ball and go to your local field and play it. There's 99 other factors that they all have to fall into place for you to be able to even get the opportunity. And then to succeed at a high level is an even greater task. So the 40 lucky drivers that get to race on Sunday, it truly is hard. Any way they got there, it's not easy, but looking forward to making it happen.
And I gotta ask, Roger. So, tell me more about the Winston-Salem State University racing program.
Definitely. So the motorsports management program at Winston-Salem State is really cool just because it's been around for a good little while. And in addition to driving on my end, I'm able to get a college education and have it be, pertaining to racing in general. So, whenever I hang up the helmet, and I hope that's decades and decades from now, but whenever that happens, I can go into doing something in the sport. That's kind of my end game is to be a very good cup driver, and then after that to be able to be around the sport and put my life into it. So getting that degree at Winston-Salem State, aside from being an HBCU, which is also amazing as well, but to have it be relevant to my my passion, my career choice, what I feel like is my purpose is it's very cool.
Absolutely, and the fact that HBCU schools such as Winston-Salem State University has a racing program. I mean, I'm never. This is really a first, for me hearing about it. Is Winston-Salem State the only HBCU with a racing program?
That is a great question. I know VSU is doing something this weekend, or this week with the Richmond Raceway real life stuff happening. But in terms of like a motorsports management program, I don't really know. That's a great question. I know different schools have, like for example, UNC Charlotte, not an HBCU, but they've got a motorsports engineering program. Colorado border, Indiana, and schools like that have motorsports programs. But in terms of HBCUs, I mean, I know schools have done stuff with NASCAR, and I know there's more stuff in the pipeline coming up. But in terms of like a motorsports management program, besides Winston, I don't think anybody else does it.
That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. And let me ask you this: so, so when you first turn the ignition, were you nervous or were you excited? With the adrenaline? Did it did you get that rush when you first turn on that racing car? When you first hear the engine roaring and everything?
I mean, it's yes and no. I mean, it was great the first time. I mean, it's the first time, so that was awesome. But besides that, I mean, really, is no time for that. I mean, it's time to go race, and that's really it. It's similar to when you're getting ready for tip off, right? I mean, nothing else matters at that moment. It's time to go race.
Right. No time for feelings. Just go. Go, 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 go.
Exactly.
No time for reaction.
Exactly.
All right. So it looks like the racing is underway. Here we go.
Man, Deb the dude already early. Oh man, he was super aggressive last weekend, and this week it seems like the same of that as he dives a little bit below the apron. And Richmond in the daytime. So Nick, we have two real race car drivers here, so we got to ask some questions like this. Which form of racing would you guys rather do? Would you guys rather race in the daytime? Or would you guys rather race in the nighttime, despite how cool it looks?
For me, it's all about the nighttime, and I guess you could consider it like Friday night lights in football. If it was in the daytime, it would not have the same vibe and feel. But night racing is just everything, in my opinion, is heightened, and a lot more feels like it's on the line. People are kind of anxious to get out there because they've been there all day, so everyone's at 110%, and there's nothing like it.
I kind of go opposite here. I mean, I like day racing just because of kind of a little bit more in the driver's hand, so to speak. I mean, when we're day racing, as I can see, we got a caution that came out here. But with day racing, it's hotter. The sun's being down on the racetrack, so it gives us more of a chance to show our ability levels. And as a driver, I appreciate that. And so night racing, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool as we go back green here, but day racing's got my vote.
I had a feeling it would be split. I felt like one of you was going to say night, one of you is going to say day. I've obviously never really necessarily raced in a race car, but me and you, Raja, have went karting, and when we went in the day, it was definitely really slick compared to the evening when we've also went as well. The track was super gripped up, and that's a very different feeling. And I mean, of course, you guys know how that feels in itself from being the real life races and doing your thing. With that being said, what are some of your favorite tracks you guys have both been to so far?
I would say,
you go.
Hey, look, don't wreck yourself now.
As I see, we're back green here on board with Killer Cam, and we're back on the caution again. But I would say one of the racetracks I've enjoyed driving at, I would say probably was Myrtle Beach. Unfortunately that place isn't around anymore, but I enjoyed going there a lot. Myrtle Beach, Nick knows what's up. Myrtle Beach, Florence, I like those two places a lot. Kind of like what I alluded to earlier. You know, those are old places with a lot of history. I got a real appreciation for that, along with having, abrasive surfaces. I enjoy that as well. You know, and really having to manage tires a little bit. I enjoy doing that. Nick, what about you?
Definitely Myrtle Beach. You know, that's a place I got my first win in NASCAR of any sort, driving a late model. And then after that, I'd definitely probably say between Bristol and Phoenix. Phoenix is the last race I did. And Daytona was fun too. There's just so many, and I'm the type of driver where I kind of like all tracks. But if I had to pick, it'd probably be Myrtle Beach because of the character and it put a lot in the driver's hands, I would say.
You just put him in the wall. What just happened?
Yeah, Black Bunny and
Everybody's
company, they just tagged the wall, got into each other on the front stretch. But Killer Cam was doing all right up there in second in that 48 Ally machine, and that kind of brings it to the point, since we know who our last driver in the Ally machine before Alex Bowman was the one and only 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson. And in that sake, I want to ask you guys as well, you know, who were some of your favorite drivers growing up?
You go, Raja.
Go, Nick.
Okay, fine. Growing up, my favorite driver was, on the NASCAR side, it was definitely Dale Earnhardt Jr. How can you not pick him? But I think from a worldwide standpoint, out of any driver, it would probably be Sebastian Vettel, especially in his Red Bull days. You know, he was a guy in Formula One. So I was definitely a Vettel fan. Still am. But Sebastian Vettel he's just different in that era.
Dang, they just keep on wrecking. But I will say,
it was
whoever's
a
in that
caution
Pro
fest
car,
last week.
yeah, I was about to say, whoever's in that Pro Core car, that thing's gone. They've got it hooked up. But I would say, growing up, I mean, I've liked Jimmy Johnson was someone I liked watching. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Burton, Carl Edwards, and oh my goodness,
Oh man,
big time, right?
But big body moment. That Alex Carr has seen better days. But it was Jimmy primarily, and then Bubba coming through our same program as well. Along with Denny being from Chesterfield, DC being an hour and a half, 2 hours away, so kind of close. And I would say a good mix of guys, but primarily Jimmy and Bubba.
Good picks from the both of y'all.
I think this 9 car, whoever is driving that 9 car right there, if he can turn under right there and just big body. Oh, never mind. Caution's out. Never mind.
So what kind of cautions are these? Like sector yellows? Because they're like almost like when you're at K1 and they turn down the wick, and then they let you go and then bring it back and let you go again. Because they're like these cautions, it's not like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like if you miss the first restart and they call it off, the pace car just bring you back around and line up and go.
Yeah, it's crazy, and that's what I said, earlier. We gotta watch out for the strategy. Cut 1, 2, 3 he's been up front in the Procore car. He's had no problem so far. It's just everyone else between him battling, and I guess one of the key things for him is going to be at this point in time is to make sure you get a good restart. Make sure you take off on that restart, because if not, you're going to be in trouble. Because as you can see, we're under caution. Under again.
How many laps are there to go? I don't even know, honestly.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, back green.
How many we have left, but we are back green. We're looking at Dev the Dude right now. He is in the top 5. And he's gonna try and pass on the outside.
Big dang, eat it up. Eat it up. How did that happen?
What is going on?
Put it
they
out.
were just doing pit maneuvers on each other left and right, and now have half of the participants spun out of control.
gosh, man.
I don't think I've
More
ever
than
seen
half.
anybody
Holy
spin
crap.
like that.
That was so weird.
That was
Anyway.
that was a
Oh, he
different
tried to
spin.
hook him.
Woo!
This is like murderous
Oh,
right
he
here.
tried to hook him.
Oh.
Oh,
You
gosh.
guys give out cash
Oh,
for this
gosh,
race?
that's a
I'll
ball.
enter this crap. I'll enter it for $250.
Yeah.
I don't have a college
Now,
scholarship
normally
to
it would be a
put
fight
to, but
over
hey.
at the pit stop if someone pulled a stunt like that, right?
Hold on. Killer Cam. Killer Cam's coming. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Caution's out. Never mind.
Yeah,
Pain.
it's been an up and down race so far. Yes, pain is the perfect perception in this situation. It has been caution, 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 and at this point, you just have to be at the right place at the right time, because if not, it seems like that's going to kill your day.
Exactly.
Killer Cam's been there,
Spain or
but
yes.
you know, Killer Cam's been doing okay, but it's just not working out for him at the moment. As we get ready to go back to green, hopefully, as
Oh, gosh.
Black Bunny
Off the
almost takes
back.
everyone out,
Oh.
and restart
Do a pit
spins.
maneuver and it backfired on him.
Now the question is, can everything go green? We all want to know what's happening, Roger. I wish I could explain it to you, but I actually have no idea myself
Oh,
what just
gosh.
happened.
Dog
They're
Car
racing
said
hard.
8 tires are better than 4. Goodness gracious.
And these people are getting paid to do this. Wow.
Yeah.
They're racing
Oh, God.
That
really
is
hard.
insane. I never know.
So,
I've never seen someone get paid to right rear someone in turn 4 at Richmond. Yeah.
So I gotta ask you guys, in real life, how is it with tire management? How do you guys tend to deal with that at, on a race-to-race basis, and how do you guys kind of figure that out as you go into each race weekend?
Caution's out again. Great.
I'm gonna say, at least in the ARCA series, the general tires, it's almost like you take the tire out of the equation because it doesn't really do anything. Like if you're at an abrasive track, in 2 laps you're gonna have tire wear. If you're like a place like Phoenix, I mean, absolutely no tire wear. Like it's a consistent drop off. It's not really like throttle modulation or anything. It's just, okay, the tires are going to fall off 2/10 in a 75 lap run. If you burn up your right front, your right rear, that's the way I look at it, at least coming from the late model side of things. But every series has a different tire, so yeah.
Is the race over?
Yeah, what's going on?
Is it over?
Who won?
Yeah,
that was
very
so into
abrupt.
this conversation over here.
That was super abrupt. Man. There you go.
Oh.
Boom. We got the winner right there.
Okay.
Oh,
Too
God.
good. 1. Followed by Devin the Dude. 3rd place, Killer Cam Jr. And 4th place, Trick Bag JMX.
How about it?
Yeah,
Big congratulations.
1, 2, 3,
to
putting
Good.
on for
1, 2,
Bowie
3.
State.
Representing Bowie State.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to them
Louis
Bulldogs.
State, shout out DMV. Shout out DMV. Only shout out to D, but I know Bowie's not too far, so,
we got love for the
I
M
would
over here. Come on now.
So is there another
I
race
guess.
after this? Or is that?
No, that's all we get. That's the only race for the night.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
Cut took that one home. He hung in there the entire time. I mean, caution after caution, it seemed like he managed to stay in first place the entire time, and was only in second, but for a small amount of time, and he made it work, and he got that W for Bowie State and some money as well for himself.
Facts.
Absolutely.
And whoever, I'm gonna be completely honest, whoever was driving that ally car, if they went green or had some, went without caution for more than 3/4 of a lap, I feel like my man was planning on some violation and going into a corner and using the leader as his brake pedal. That's what I was
Sporting
looking
code
for.
violation.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't happen, but unfortunate. But it was a good show nonetheless. Shout out to the Pro Car for winning. So
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
so,
that,
yes, big
that
shout
was,
out
that was
to
a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this conversation. Really enjoyed this matchup. Big shout out to all of the participants involved. Big shout out to both of you drivers, Nikki, Bobby, and Raja. And a big shout out to each and every last one of you. Thank you all very much for tuning in and watching another great week of NASCAR action, NASCAR Heat 5, right here on the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance.